What's up, guys? It's Grant's Comics here, and today we'll be reviewing Amazing Spider-Man number 378. This is Maximum Carnage Part 3 out of 14. So, if you guys seen, me reviewing Spider-Man Unlimited number 1, and we have a Spider-Man 101, which is the first two issues, is Maximum Carnage Part 1, and Web of Spider-Man 101 is Maximum Carnage Part 2, but this one is Maximum Carnage Part 3. Dope cover. It's a Mark Bagley cover, if I'm mistaken. This is from 1993, and it's just cool. Like I said in the two videos, I do have all 14 of the Maximum Carnage series, which after I do every review of every part of the Maximum Carnage series, I'll do like a recap. I'll just show you all of the Maximum Carnage series that I ever that I have and I got, and maybe Monday I have something very special. On Monday I have another just a surprise. It's gonna be coming out possibly on Monday. Hopefully it comes out during the weekend, but not Monday. Just the weekend is just gonna have like reviews, and Monday's gonna have a special surprise. Hopefully, fingers crossed for Monday. But yeah, let's just get into the review. So this issue is basically about in the beginning. If you guys seen my Web of Spider-Man 101 review, I talked about how Cloak or Dagger got killed by Streak and Spider-Man double ganger, and he was sad and stuff like that. So this issue is where it takes off, where Spider-Man does tell Cloak to relax. He's like, you don't know what it's like that you lost family, you don't know what it's like to lose a friend. And Peter Parker and Spider-Man does know what it's like, because he lost obviously Uncle Ben, he lost in this series Harry Osborn and stuff like that. He lost it. Well, according to this 2 or 3 series I read, especially this one, he talks about that I guess his parents come back. I know how they come back, but I'm not gonna spoil it for people who haven't read the issue. I looked it up. I haven't read the issue 2, but I just looked it up. But so in a way, Spider-Man does know what it's like to lose somebody, and personally, I know what it's like to lose somebody, because I lost, 2 friends. I lost a family member, so I know what it's like. So yeah, and then I believe this leads up to after the Maximum Carnage series. I believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think after the Maximum Carnage series, I think Mark Bagley moved on to Venom Lethal Protector, or maybe it's before that. Maybe Lethal Protector is before the whole Maximum Carnage thing. But I may be wrong, I may be right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment down below and correct me if I'm wrong on that. But so I'm saying that because Venom kind of goes on the hunt for Carnage. He first is spotted in this issue at the airport, and people he sees on the Daily Bugle newspaper that Carnage returned. He is attacking the city. Venom is like, oh my god, we need to hunt down Carnage. I need to like destroy him, because I want to be the only symbiote in the whole New York. So he the one that wants to start hunting Carnage first. Then in a few panels you see how Mary Jane and Peter Parker interact, and Mary Jane does not want Peter Parker to be Spider-Man for a couple weeks, because she feels that Peter Parker being as Spider-Man is not necessarily ruining their relationship, but they're not really bonding, and Mary Jane wants that. Again, that's relatable. A lot of females want their man to be with them all times, and there is some guys out there who, for one, can't really be there for them all the time because they're either busy at work or something. And there's just some guys out there who are just douches and all they want to do is party and, be with other friends and, flirt with other women. And that's what Peter Parker talks about. He's like, oh, most couples fight about finance, and when people when their partners flirt with other people. But my problem is with me and MJ is me being Spider-Man. So this is, for me, so far. Maybe I read other issues that have real life problems, but this issue has one of the most realist problems ever in that case of relationship wise. So that's cool. And Stan Lee has mentioned that his characters, they may be superheroes, especially with Spider-Man. Spider-Man is, to me, the most relatable superhero because he was once a teen. I think in this particular storyline, he's an adult or maybe in his early 20s. So it's relatable more as as in that perspective. But Stan Lee always wanted to make his superhero, his comics, his storylines to be relatable to his readers like myself and to other people who are Marvel fans, versus no defense to DC and other or fans of DC, but DC, they have superheroes that rarely has any problems that's related to real life. DC basically focuses on like gods and DC is more like darker than Marvel. Marvel is more relatable and just for anybody, any age, stuff like that. There's every superhero has a little something. Like Spider-Man, he's real. He has real issues just like everybody else. Punisher is super violent. His comics are very bloody, very gory. There's people who like that kind of stuff. And there's a Fantastic Four that focus on family and just a lot of stuff that Marvel has. The Avengers is about friends and teams, stuff like that, But DC, they just care about, the action. And Stan Lee had said that before I saw his the comic documentary, and Stan Lee has mentioned before that he doesn't want to have his superheroes, his creations to be perfect, and he wants his superheroes, his creations to be realistic, like I said. So enough with the whole history line. If you guys want to have me talk about the history of Stan Lee and Marvel, comment down below, or if you have any other suggestions of what I should do, comment down below. But anyways, so we talked about Venom, we talked about Carnage, Peter Parker and Mary Jane. Now Carnage and Shriek, they're hold on, itchy. They are in this issue, they are basically on the hunt with Spider-Man Doubleganger. The first person to attack is these two people in a car, and Carnage, being a smart ass that he is, he says, "Oh, why don't you turn this car into a convertible? It's much more better." And he brings out his Wolverine kind of like claws, and he stabs through the hood of the car and basically kills these two people. It's very graphic. Well, not super graphical. It's slightly graphical, but at the same time kind of cool. And I'm thinking of so many videos I should make, and one of them is being what I like about Carnage. But here's one where, which one is it? Hold on, let me try and find it. Here it is. Here's the whole like hood thing. You can see kind of right there, his claws is sticking out, and stuff like that. And oh yeah, Peter Parker / Spider-Man gets his ribs broken from the previous issue from there, and he has like a little wrap around his waist, and he meets up with the Demogoblin, and you'll see the Demogoblin more as I review more of the Maximum Carnage series. But he meets up with the Demogoblin, and the one thing that not caught my eye, kind of sorta, is like a black pumpkin bomb, and the pumpkin bomb is basically he throws it at Spider-Man, and it's like a symbiote. It tries to stick to Spider-Man. He almost becomes the black suited Spider-Man and stuff like that. And there's this priest, this random priest that has a cross necklace. He's like, "Be gone, demon, be gone." And Spider-Man saves the priest from a regular pumpkin bomb. That's the one that explodes. That's the one that the Green Goblin and the Hobgoblin use mostly. That's like their main weapon. But it surprised me that I saw a black pumpkin bomb. I never seen that in any of the Spider-Man. So this is my first time seeing it. But yeah, the Demogorgon, Stranger Things, duh. But the Demogoblin makes not his first appearance, but his first appearance on this storyline. Not his full first appearance, but his first appearance in this storyline. And yeah, that's basically it. That's all I can tell you right now. Before I end it, I want to show you two things. One, if you guys want to know what this is, here's like what the cover looks like, and I'll put the story, or not the story, but the title on the thing on this video, and you guys can look it up if you guys want it for yourselves. But I want to show you something. I forgot to do it in the past two videos. I call it comic check. So I check on the comics. So first thing I want to point out, on a few pages, if I can find a page, oh yeah, right here. I don't know what this is, so I don't know if that's like access or actress or gum. I don't know what that is. There's one over there and there's one right here too, if you guys can see that. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's like acid track. I think it's just gum, like dried out gum and stuff. I think that's the only place that has it. Let me look some more if there's any more spots. Oh yeah, and then for some random reason, Eddie Brock is just on the floor. So I am predicting that the next issue that I review and read is where Eddie Brock is gonna, Peter Parker and Mary Jane is gonna help Eddie Brock and something, and then they're finally gonna try and track Carnage and Double Ganger and Streak. So keep stay tuned, like the comment, put the video thumbs up, subscribe, and aloha. See ya.